Now, you might recognise these, you probably won't recognise that. These are balloon holders and they're safety certified. This is for testing DNA. It's got 1,536 holes. I'm not going to count them, but they are down to micron accuracy. These are all manufactured at Plasticom in Kent. Let's go and find out about what they do. So, if I want a part manufactured out of plastic, how's the process work?
Basically, some people come with a sketch, and from the sketch we design it in-house. We can do an SLA or a 3D printing part, which means they give them the touchy feeling. From there...
So that would just be a sort of one-off, two-off, something like that?
One-off or two-offs, yes. And if they want more, then we have to look at an aluminium tool, but depends how many they want, or sometimes it's better just to do a prototype tool, and that would allow us to do more, and they can test it in the right material as well. With an SLA, you just see the parts, you can touch it, but it's not in the right material. Okay, and it cannot be tested. So and then after that, if they do the prototype tool, we can run until 20,000 parts with a prototype tool. We do that with our joint venture because of the time constraints on a prototype. And then they can test the market as well. And once if they're happy, then can go into a production tool. Depends how many parts they want. We can do that in P20 for lower quantities, or fully hardened tool, and that's for millions and high production volume.
So millions and millions of parts.
Millions of parts. There's 3 steps on this. We can do the design only and a prototype. We can do design, prototype, and tooling, and they can take the tool away and do their own production. Or we can do the whole process of production as well. We can assemble, we can also test, package, and ready for the point of sale.
So basically any plastic parts you can manufacture?
Anything except PVC.
Except PVC. So here then so you've got design.
Side area.
So you've got design, and then you'll manufacture the tooling in here. So you've got milling, EDM.
Yes, EDM, Sparker, milling. And we're looking at investing further more to do more production, not only tooling but also production parts.
Okay, so subcontract work as well as the tooling.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so you've got your design, you've got the tooling ready, you're ready to run with your plastic injection moulding. Should we go and have a look at how that works?
Yes, of course.
Sonia, we're going to see the injection moulding machine, but something's going on here, so I'm going to stop you there and find out. Now, Edwin, one of your tools here?
The tool has come back for repair. The situation is it's not been shutting off correctly on the base part.
Right, so this is what's manufactured on it?
Yes. And it's actually the part, as you can see, that normally it should have a hole. The situation is it's not forming properly. But as you can see, there's massive damage on the actual shut-offs. Right. So we've actually had to remove this from the core to actually get it out, and we're going to have to... We have an extreme difficulty in knocking out the inserts, so we're either having to go and spark them out or remove them by machining it and work from there.
So a great example tool. You didn't manufacture this,
No.
This is one of your customers, but you can manufacture lots of things like this.
We can get up to tools, we can go up to 2.5 ton size and work from there.
Oh, right.
And after that, it's difficult, but we haven't the handling capabilities to go above 2.5 ton.
Okay. What about this? I mean, could a normal subcontractor not make this?
The difficulty is that the situation, when it's come back, and the normal subcontract is knowing this is the easy part, knocking it out, but the next part is actually shutting it off to make sure it shuts off on. It's got to shut off on this part here with very, very light contact, because that's what's happened. The damage has damaged it and worked from there. And that's the next part, is to make sure it shuts off properly.
So basically they need your expertise.
The expertise is needed in that part of it.
Okay, that's a great example there. Thank you very much for that. Let's go and look at the actual tools itself, the machine even. Thanks. Sonia, I've noticed you've named all your machines. This is Louise, so tell me about the machines.
Well, the machines we have a series from 22 ton to 530 ton. This is the biggest machine we have. Okay. We can do from less than a gram in plastic to 2 kilos.
Right, when you say that, in layman's, because when you say a gram plastic or 2 kilos, that doesn't mean a lot to myself, so give us examples.
For example, this is 600 grams.
Okay, so essentially you can go up to 3.5 times that in plastic?
Yeah, yes. This is about 2-3 grams. This is 22 grams. Okay.
Now that, just as well, that's 22 grams, 1,536 holes, and accuracy-wise down to microns?
Yes, the accuracy has to be to microns, yes.
Excellent. Okay.
And also this one is less than a gram. And this is an example of over molding that we do. We mold first the plastic, and then we re-input this, and the rubber is over molded into it.
Okay, so plastic here, the blue, and then rubber over the top of clear.
The clear part is rubber.
Okay. Now you call that over molding. Can you do multicolour?
We can do two color as well. We'll see an example afterwards on the QA department.
So how many machines have you got?
20 machines.
20. Now also looking at the tooling, there's some big tooling. What sort of sizes will you go up to?
We go up to 10 ton too, but we do 2.5 tons here, and then in our joint venture we do further tonnage.
Okay, so you can do some big parts. So 10 ton, I'm thinking, is a massive.
Machines, yes, we can do that. Okay. All is managed here.
So 20 machines, Louise doing up to 530 tons, 10 tons in tooling. You've got components here, 600 grams, 22 grams, etc. Over moulding, different colours. You've made the parts. What's the next stage?
Well, the next stage depends on what the part is. We can assemble, we can test, we can package, ready for point of sale.
I think we better go and have a look then, shall we?
Yeah, sure.
So, final few stages of the process.
Yeah, okay. This is the final stages is testing or an assembly and/or, because it depends on the part. We package, we also label. In this case, we test the welds to make sure that there's no holes. We can't see it with the naked eye, so therefore they're tested in the machine behind me with air pressure.
Okay, so a lot of work goes into these parts.
Yes, they're 100% tested.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also I notice the ones packaged here, individually marked, so you've got...
Yes, once they're tested, they are labeled, all of them. The sequential label, we traced every single label, so if there's a problem in the field, they gave us the number and we know when it was produced.
Okay, so full audit trail if required on any of your parts.
Yes. We also do assembly, and in this case, this is a part that has been done from scratch, just a design. We've done the tooling, now we manufacture. We tested the O-ring because it was important for suction, and we assemble.
You've done this before?
Yes. We assemble, we put in a sterile pouch, and then goes to gamma radiating.
Okay. And what's this you've got here on these other parts?
These other parts are to show you the two color.
Right.
So this in 3 stages. I'll show you then a picture as well. We have a picture of that. 3 stages, first one, second one. This is also not only to color, but is also rubber and plastic.
Right, okay, so some fantastic components. And then final stage, packaged and shipped to customer?
Packaged and shipped to the customer for point of sale.
Your work is done. So Sonia, a quick summary of Plasticom, please.
Well, basically, you can come with a design at the back of an envelope. We produce the design for you. We can tool it. We can produce the part for you. We can assemble or test it, depends on the requirements. And then we can package and ready for a point of sale.
Brilliant. So
All under one
Plasticom,
roof.
anything in plastics?
Anything in plastics, yes, exactly.